Hi there, my name's Dave, and in this video let's explore values and how important it is for the artists. Now, according to Google research, the human eye actually sees 1 million colour tones. So we have to simplify that into a 9 value system, a 7 value system or a 5 value system. So let's take a look and see which system suits you.
Right, we're drawing the scale now. So first find the centre mark and then draw the first box, which is the mid-tone, and then you've got 4 lights and then 4 darks, so we need 9 squares altogether. So I'm using HB for the mid-tone and then 8B for the darkest dark, and then H, 2H, 4H, B, 2B and 4B, so we'll go in with the B. So I'm using the right pencil for each square, so grab a H, grab a 2H, grab a 4H and so on. As I draw with my right hand, I always put the pencils in my left, so they're close at hand, so I can just keep picking out which value I need. So you need all those from 4H right up to 8B in your left hand, ready for selection. So first of all, I'm just taking away that white of the paper by putting in the first light, or the second light actually. The white of the paper is the first light. So I put the 8B in there now for the darkest area. Right, the reason I'm putting numbers on each value is so it makes it easier for you to see what's happening whilst I'm drawing. So for each tone I'll grab the relative pencil. So number 8 I grabbed a 4B out of my hand, and now I'm doing number 7, so that would be a 2B. And then for number 6 it would be a B pencil. It's a good idea to get these darks in first, because then you'll be able to see the other values more easily, because you've got both extremes. You've got the white of the paper, which is the highlight, and then you've got the darkest dark, which is number 9 on this scale. Putty rubber is quite a handy tool to have. Very good at just getting that subtlety right. So you lift the pencil, the graphite off the paper, and then you can go over again with a different tonal value. Now we're doing the mid-tone, which is obviously the middle of the extremes. And that's number 5 on this scale, which is a HB. So I've grabbed a HB out of my left hand, and just seeing on the image where I feel that the mid-tones is, and just placing that where I feel it is, and also just filling in that white paper. Obviously this is going to be a lot darker, but just fill it in, so it makes it easier to carry on with the darks. Dark here is there, and realised that wasn't an 8, it was a 9, so I changed that to a 9, and then the 8 is the more subtler shadow there. So it's a matter of just keep comparing the image with the scale, working out which value it is, and then picking up that pencil and using it on your drawing. So basically that's all you're doing. When you're putting these details in, it's a good idea to actually go with the direction of the object. So to try and get that natural curve of the apple is to move the strokes in that direction. It's a good idea to actually squint the eyes a little as well, because that makes it so you can see the values more clearly. Some of these areas can be quite subtle, but you just have to keep referring to the actual scale of the values, and then you're not go far wrong. Like all my drawings, I'm forever working on different areas. Don't just stick with one area and just try and draw that. Just try and look at it as a whole. These light areas I've just put in, they're very subtle, so you have to really squint your eyes to see them. Now when you start putting the real darks in, everything else seems not dark enough then. It's surprising how it makes your drawing seem pale, so you have to go over what you've just done, maybe use a darker value in some areas. Just persevere with it. Everything just comes together in the end, so you just not got to give up on it really. There's a tendency to think, oh my god, it's not coming together, but it's just a matter of just keep persevering, building those layers up, and know that it will get better. There's a lot of subtleties in the shadow areas, so it's just a case of just keep referring to the scale of values and working out which little subtlety is what. Now the putty rubber is a really handy tool here, especially with this paper as well, because if you use a normal eraser it just smudges on it, so this is really amazing eraser, this putty rubber. So if you haven't got one of those, please buy one. You will find a list of materials in the description below, so take a look at those. This sketchbook I'm actually using here, if you're from the UK, it's from the Works. Ideal for quick sketches and studies really, so it might be good to get one of those. Now the putty rubber here, I'm making it into like a point and then just dabbing it on the drawing, which lifts the graphite away from the paper, and then you'll find it's too light, so you'd have to go over with one of the light shades, maybe a 2H. I'm not too worried about making the drawing exactly the same as what's on the image, it's just an interpretation. No two apples are the same, so you know, just enjoy the feel of it, and when you're drawing it, feel that you can smell the apple, you can taste it. If I was drawing a portrait, I'd be connecting to the energy of the person, and how the person feels emotionally, and trying to convey that in the drawing by just relaxing and letting that energy flow through your body out to your fingertips onto your drawing. So to recap, all you need to do is to observe the image, look at the scale, find the comparison, and then use that pencil in that area. Now for the 7 value system. Here we are actually minus 1 light and 1 dark. So we have to really look at the image differently and merge some of the tones together. So it's a case of just observing it with a different mindset. I've not done a video of this because it can be a little bit tedious for you to watch these, so I've just done a still image, but you can get an idea of what I've done. So it's just basically simplifying the amount of tones you've got. All I can suggest is having a go and see if you prefer this. You might prefer having less values than the 9. Now the 5 value system. I find this system quite handy if you're just doing quick sketches, but for detailed drawings it's just not enough information. There's not enough values, you can't get them subtleties in. So you really have got to merge quite a few values together as one. So you've only got 2 lights instead of 4, so all those values have got to be merged into just 2 lights and 2 darks and 1 midtone. But again, have a go. You might find this value system is perfect for what you want to achieve.
Hope you've enjoyed the video. Please hit the like button and subscribe. Really appreciate that. Give the channel a boost. Bye for now. Thank you so much. All the best.